Alright, stream is live. I guess I'm just gonna wait till, let me set it up with, my mic stand. Seems like a valid idea for now. What's up, everyone? It's, Brandon Chance here. Welcome back to another video. No one is currently watching the stream, but this is taking place on stream. This is third channel. This is more of a personal video. I make these videos, so I welcome to the stream, but I make these videos, guys, because a lot of times when I'm just going through stuff and I need to make a video, I end up posting on this channel because I don't really know what else to do. So I decide to rant about my crap on the channel. I can understand why a lot of people from the main channel don't want to be here because they don't want to depress themselves or anything else like that. Rant, I guess, is the best word for it. It's also a little fun too. There's some fun little stories I like to tell here. So hopefully we can get to that side of things. Right now I'm started just guys, I'm setting things up on a mic stand. The audio are doing good. In fact, it might be doing horrible. So give me a minute while I change something real quick. Alright, guys, you should be able to hear me now. Let me just real quick. Sorry, I should probably take that off my face. But I gotta touch this camera or not this camera. What am I saying? But this headset to my head, so you guys should be able to hear me. Audio should be coming through good now. I don't know if it was going through even at all just a couple seconds ago, but it is what it is. Let me just tighten up this mic stand. Basically, what I'm trying to do is trying to get my phone in the mic stand so you guys can see me properly, and so my phone's at a decent enough distance to where I can actually see what chat is saying. Alright. Alright, there. What's up, guys? How's everything going? So, I guess this is the best way I can put things. Oh, I don't want to wear my headset like that for sure. I think I'm just gonna, let me know in chat real quick if you guys can hear me fine, just like this. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can't, then I'll put it up on my neck, just so you guys can hear. I just need to know real quick so we can get started. I don't want any audio problems happening in the stream, so just let me know in chat, please, if you guys can hear me. It'd be a great help. Alright, sweet. How you doing, Carlton? Alright, so guys, welcome to the stream. This is a, like I said, sort of a rant. That's what I do on this third channel. Most of these videos end up being kind of depressing, but I mean, they also have some fun parts with them too. This channel is where I come to just talk, because long story short, why 30 likes for the challenge? Because I wanted to feel like an actual accomplishment, and I want to grow my channel. So 30 likes just helps. It helps spread the word about the video too. So I have 80 people. There's no reason that's literally, I could have asked for 50 extra. Technically, some of them are multiple people. Some of the people have multiple accounts. They're subscribed to me on, but 30 likes just to get to a decent number. If I get to a high enough number, I might just still do it. I just thought it'd be really funny to do the challenge because I just thought of it today, and I was like, man, that sounds gonna, it feels like that's gonna be great. So that's why I did that. But anyways, as I was saying before, that we got off track. This channel is yeah, and that's why I'm trying to change that. So, give me a minute. Dang, sorry. The mic stand just broke, so you guys have to deal with this for just a second. Not for long though. I know how to fix it. and it's getting worse. I'm just gonna set my phone down over here real quick and then fix it. Like I normally do. Set my phone in these streams. This is the normal place. If I do that, I know my most viewed video actually technically has 600 people, but that's obviously not a regular number. The idea was just to get a decent number of people in. Trust me, I don't know if you were here for Struggle Puffs, but when that actually came out, a ton of people watched it. So for whatever reason, me humiliating myself gets a ton of views, and so I have a feeling this is going to be no different. Sorry about this, guys. I just gotta fix the mic stand real quick. You guys can't see it, but it has like a hinge system, and I have to put it together. So. Glad this channel has some subs though. There's like 4 people on my channel who actually give a crap about me, so that's nice to know. Some people just don't want to hear my cries, and I completely understand that. But that's what this channel is for. It's not necessarily for bad stuff. It just generally, most of the time whenever I'm using this, I'm just really stressed out, and I need to get some stuff off my chest, so that's why I make videos on this channel. Dang, dude, give me a second, I'm trying to figure this out. Alright, what if oh, no wonder. I was like, what on earth is going wrong? Sorry guys, I'm just real quick trying to fix this mic stand. This is the most annoying thing on the planet. Yeah, but like I said though, me humiliating myself normally gets a lot of views. So I guess that's because, I don't know if it's because people don't like seeing me win, or what it is. It's just because they want to laugh and they feel better about laughing. Someone else. Dang it, dude! I put it backwards. Are you serious? Oh, I had it right, but just on the wrong side. Are you? Okay. All right. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Sorry guys, this is probably the most quiet I've been and the most focused I've been on stream so far. This is because okay, finally, I got it. Now I just need to put the springs in and I should be fine. I don't know why this thing breaks so easily. I need to get a better one. One that's more well built. Alright. I guess in ways though, like I was saying before though, that's the one thing about being a YouTuber, and the one thing that I will say to everyone is there's no doubt that you're gonna get haters, because that's just the nature of the internet. And on top of that, people just really like to laugh, even if it's at your expense. So honestly, eventually you just learn to kind of like be like, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it, so there's no reason to try. So I can't have a massive pole in the way of the recording, so I'm just trying to make sure how I set this so it'll be just fine. Probably just how I set it before, I guess. But yeah, alright there. This should actually work. It should work now. Please don't break on me. I swear if you do. Alright. There should be better now. Sorry about that. That was ridiculous. Yeah, that's the one thing about YouTube though is videos, channels like this don't thrive. I knew making this third channel was going to be a game because, I mean, in the video I said that it was going to thrive. I said people are probably going to actually like this channel, but that was not the case. I should have probably thought to myself that, you know, the personal stuff. People come to YouTube because they want to laugh. People come to YouTube because they want to see cool things and see all the good things people do. Nobody wants to sit here and watch a video and be like super depressed or anything else like that. The reason why I make these videos is purely for me. Even if no one's watching, this is probably one of the very few ways, aside from writing songs, but eventually I'm running song ideas. So since my parents don't really listen to me, and I wish they did. Otherwise, I would just talk to them about this type of thing. But in own ways, it kind of involves them. And I'm not mad at my parents. I love my parents to death. It's just it's ridiculous at times because my family divorced and everything, and my parents already don't get along super well and stuff. So it's so just trying to talk to them about anything. Even my own brothers and sisters, they kind of rub me off. Everyone in my family pretty much wants me to be how they picture me being, and that's probably like my biggest problem. Is yeah, they just they want me to do what they think is best for me, and no one's just there for me through thick and thin. And I guess in ways they try to be. I completely understand that, but they aren't exactly too great at it at times. Sorry, I guess I forgot my mic is all the way down there at like my ankle level, so I'm just gonna put this headset on. I guess I'll be fine with it for now. But so yeah, so what ended up happening was just so I can't really talk to them. So all I pretty much have is my YouTube channel, and I would try to talk to my friends, but they're normally super busy at school and stuff. So for the ones that so since I know that my channel is mostly made up of my friends, for the ones that decide, they normally come over here to this channel to just talk and stuff. And so I'm not going to guarantee that this video is going to stay up because I could say something stupid. I'm going to try not to. I'm not going to guarantee anything about this video. Like I said, this channel isn't really it's not really meant to grow big. It's not meant to get many subscribers. It's just meant to be a personal thing, my own little pet project to keep me from doing worse things than this. Keep me from killing myself. Keep me from punching someone in the face, hurting someone, just hurting anything in general. To keep me from doing that, I talk, and it's like a therapy session for me almost. Like I said, you might think that music is just go write a song or learn a song or something. It's not always that easy because sometimes music can be more frustrating than helping. Sometimes it's amazing whenever you get it down. And I'm probably gonna play a song today just because that's normally what I do with these type of things. Whenever I start to get to the point in the stream where I'm feeling a little stressed out, I'll probably grab my guitar and just play a quick little tune or whatever just to kind of calm me down. So yeah, thank you for watching, Carlton. This is obvious so just because I said thank you for watching doesn't mean this is the end of the video. I was just saying thank you for watching. Anyone else who decided to join, or if you guys are watching this later, thank you guys for watching. But yeah, I guess I'll get right into it. The reason why this video is titled "School" and stuff is because I think that's just kind of the approach that I wanted to take today with this video. Sorry, my voice was sounding super muffled through that headset. I couldn't really hear myself. Let me put it over my hood so you guys can still hear me. It's also not erupting my neck. Sorry if my mic is all messed up and all gargling now and stuff. I'm really sorry about that. I want to talk about school today because this is going to be more of an honest conversation. Just kind of what I'm going through right now. 100% everything I say here, I'm not going to lie about a bit of it. I'm not going to just ignore parts of the truth. I'm just going to tell the story how it is, and that's what I always do. Of course, there's some people who think that just because I'm telling the story how it is, that I'm either saying too much, which makes sense, or I'm just or I'm just being an idiot, um, and I'm always complaining, and I'm not that person who wants to always make these videos. I make these videos like every month or so, uh, because I just need to cool off, to take the steam away. But so beginning with the story, I don't wanna. I've made a lot of these videos super long, so I'm gonna try to rush through it, but at the same time not rush through it too fast, so it'll actually get a chance to have a conversation or whatever. But I don't know. To put it simply, what I guess yes. Went to a private school after I spent most of my life in public school. The only time I didn't spend in public school, I believe, was like early. I spent it in public school. I just didn't spend it in the same one. Was like from kindergarten to like first grade. I spent in like Bloomington, a town called Bloomington, which I lived there for a very short period of time. After that, I moved to Bedford. From Bedford, I went to a public school. Spent from third grade to eighth grade there. Met a few people who became my friends. Those friends uh, I'm not gonna say double crossed me because in the way that I hurt them and they pushed me away. They're not doing so hot nowadays, uh, but at the time they were great. The people that I knew were great people. I'm not gonna go into details about them because I've mentioned them in 100 other videos. Most of which of those videos I've already taken down. I guess I can give you their names real quick: Lyric, Tiffany, and was it? It's not Zach. I'm thinking of Zach from my school. What am I thinking? It's not him. It's Andrew. So Lyric, Tiffany, Andrew were the friends that pushed me away. So right before I got into this new private school that I went to, I got into mixed up with a group of bad friends. Bad friends were starting to lead me down the wrong path. Um, uh, like basically tell me to stay away from my parents, do drugs and all that type of stuff. So I was just like, I'm not doing that. So I decided from there I would leave. Uh, I, or I didn't decide, but I moved over to my dad's house because my dad wanted me to live with him, so I did. Um, so I'm here officially now. I've gone to a private Christian school for the past couple of years. Until recently, to like last year, like the end of last year, maybe even the end of the year before that, but I think it was the end of last year. I had to um, I had to move away from that school because my dad couldn't pay the bills, and on top of that, my grades were declining. Um, my grade, I don't know why these teachers kept passing me on, but every year my grades were mostly F's, and nothing has changed about that. So I wish I could say it has, um, but I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, well, I've got everything under control. The reason for that is my parents divorced, and constantly, my family constantly is yelling about something, and so it doesn't make it easy to focus. Also, on top of that, I got thrown between like 1,500 different schools. Mostly in between the time when I should have been learning my basic stuff first. So like first through from kindergarten to like first second grade. Around that time when I lived in Bloomington, the town I was telling you before, that was around the time when my parents divorced. It was also when I was spending time in a foster home. Um, so that sucked. Um, but yeah, I got thrown between schools. I got taken out of taken out a couple schools and brought back in, and I missed a ton of school because I kept on just like any other kid. I decided to say that I was sick one day when I really wasn't sick, and so I skipped a bunch of school. Then I've missed months. I've missed like I'd say in a total amount. I probably missed exactly about a year and a half worth of school in my life, maybe 2 years. On top of that, I wasn't even really good at much stuff to begin with. I learned quickly. Whereas I play guitar, I learned some stuff that some people haven't learned in that takes them years to learn. For whatever reason, I'm really I adapt easily to learning, but that doesn't make me a genius by any standards. Um, that honestly, in a lot of ways, it just makes people think that I'm more than I can do more than I can do, and they expect the world from me, and expect me to get straight A's and be the perfect student. Not the case. I am definitely not the perfect student. Also, sorry guys, I also get like really emotional in these videos. If you guys are watching this later or watching it now, um, so I'm gonna try not to cry. I'm just gonna try to tell the story how it is. Um, but this isn't even a sad part of the story, so I should be fine. Um, but yeah, I'm not generally. Although some people think of the world of me, I think I can do like everything. I think I'm the perfect, capable student who can do sports, who can get straight A's and just be totally outgoing, totally capable of holding the world together and playing guitar, like the perfect guy. I'm not that. Um, that's what everyone around me wants me to be, and that's kind of where probably the biggest problems come in. And the thing that makes me different from the rest of my family is that my family, the rest of them rose from the dust and brought themselves back up from the ashes. Um, my current choice is I don't really have an option to do that. I'm just so in the ashes, so in the dirt that I can't get out. Um, I'm literally stuck under a ton of rubble, and I'll explain that in just a minute right now, just because um, my circumstance. And yeah, I'm just so after private school, um, I don't know, it was what like my middle like yeah, like eighth grade whenever I started really liking girls or whatever. So on top of that, on top of all the crap that I had going on in my life, I had all the stupid teen drama that I shouldn't have even cared about also going on in my head, and I blew it up in my mind to be 10 times more important than it actually was. So that didn't help. So yeah, so just to recap here, my parents, my dad constantly beat the crud out of me. My mom constantly was depressed, never um, really paid much attention to me. So I started to defend for myself. She's just spends her life in complete depression. Um, and I love my parents to death, no matter what they do. So never get that confused. People get that confused all the time. I love my parents so much, but it's just hard to live a life like this. My twin brothers at the time, a couple of years prior, back in my public school days, were doing drugs. So they had to rise themselves from the ashes. They weren't paying any attention to me. In fact, they were beating me up too, throwing me against walls and stuff. My brother Brian kept on wanting to teach me stuff, and I understand that he was trying to teach me stuff and trying to grow me to a better man. But while he was doing it, he was also yelling at me, screaming at me, and doing it in a way too extreme way. So you'll start to notice a theme here. It's anger management issues. That's what my family has. Um, and then my sister Amanda, she was like the only one that I thought actually might have really wanted something good for me. But the problem is that even she wants me to do wants me to be like her and her husband. And they're like, recently they just told me that my music is completely unoriginal and that I need to create something better and I need to do something better. And see, that's the problem, and that's what people are always telling me that I'm always needing to do better, and that it really triggers you eventually, because it's no thank you or anything else. It's just you haven't done good enough yet. And so my sister didn't help me there. My other sister Christina was all the way in Oregon. She was on drugs and stuff too, and she was with the wrong guy. She has a kid with this guy, and they weren't even married yet. And who else? I already said my twin brothers. I already said Brian. I already said Amanda. Yeah, that's about everybody. So just about everyone in my family just um, kind of um, was ignored me. So uh, my teacher kept on telling me to do better at my work or whatever, and my teacher was trying to encourage me or whatever. But at the same time, from what I remember, my teacher was also super rude to me as well. I was a different kid, that's for sure, and I remember that some of the teachers really hated me. Um, it's kind of funny looking back on it. The only teacher that actually really cared was my music teacher. Probably one of the reasons why I love music to this day, and there's so many reasons. It's just sort of built up over time. It wasn't an immediate thing. I didn't get into instruments I got into music as a small boy, but I didn't get into instruments until I was 13. So guitar became my main instrument, and that's what I started playing. Um, but but so my my teacher wasn't exactly supporting me. All the kids in my class, I had a couple of friends, but the rest of the kids hated me because I don't know. I guess I was the incapable kid. Always got Fs. Just supposedly, I don't know if they saw me as the emo kid or just the outcast or what I've was ever considered, if ever considered anything at all. Or but I wasn't exactly paid attention to. Um, so that kind of sucked. So anyways, leading up to all this, I came to this private school. All this stuff had already happened. I'm just trying to rush through it. I'm not trying to make this stream too long because I gotta conserve on data too for my phone. Um, but um, but leading up to all this, I went to a private school and I was already screwed over. Um, um, a lot of the stuff that in my life just really caused me to stumble and fall in this private school. I still continue to have the teenage habit of liking girls because it was just starting to come to me. I was just starting to figure things out. So I was kind of being an idiot about it, and I did the wrong things to put it shortly. And so the person that I cared about didn't care about me. So then she pushed me away, and I tried again to get her to talk to me, but that was my fault. Never should have done that. Should have walked away after the first time she rejected me, but I didn't. Um, um, I just kept on going at it, and it pummeled me into the ground for one. So emotionally speaking, I was already pummeled into the ground by my family. Now I was pummeled into the ground by who a person I considered to be my friend, and also my friends from my prior friends because they also pushed me away at that point in time. So I was already screwed over. I was mad at the world. I did not know what to do. This YouTube channel was probably one of the reasons why, like, it was a way to release emotion. So that's probably why I started creating these YouTube channels. It started becoming a hobby. Um, I started playing guitar a little bit before I created the YouTube channel. So like when I was 13, so that was like I don't even know 2014, at the end of 2014 because I'm always a year behind the year. That's my birthday, because my birthday's in December. But I'm not. Obviously, it's not till the very end of the year. But so 2014 is whenever I got my guitar. 2017, I want to say 2016, is whenever I started this channel. I think 2016. February 2016, I believe, is whenever I started this YouTube channel and became a hobby. But I met a lot of people at this private school. The private school told me, these kids told me um, that I was kind of an idiot. I had multiple people tell me that since I lied to their face all the time, rightfully so. They told me that I was just kind of being stupid and that they didn't really want to associate me until I fixed that problem. And so, to put it in short perspective, um, I there was one day whenever they told me that I just went to the chapel to sob, because I was already. It was right before the chapel service, and literally everyone in my life had pretty much said, "Peace out, sayonara," or I don't give a crap about you. Um, sorry, I'm just trying to keep the story going. Um, so I went to the chapel. I just prayed to God. I was just telling him, like, I was asking him, like, what's wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? What am I screwing up this time? Like I have been all my life, and obviously at the time I didn't know that I wasn't quite saved yet, and that did sort of help me tremendously. But like a year later, I got the assurance of my salvation, and I made sure that I was. And so it's another story for another day. But but I didn't really know what to do, at that point, except just cry. I was also at the time, to make the story even more complicated, I was also telling my friends that I was a superhero, which sounds ridiculous, but I would have told them anything to keep them away from the truth of my life. I didn't want people to know about the truth about me because I already didn't feel accepted enough. So eventually I told them the truth, and then I lied to them again a couple months later, and then I told them the truth a couple months later. Um, and so we're spending here. That was about a year ago, and we're sitting here at the and I'm facing the repercussions of my mistakes from the past. So while I'm 17. I'm a junior in high school, and I'm homeschooled this year because my dad couldn't pay the bills. Um, so the situation I'm stuck in, and I think I've already mentioned this before, is I can either get my GED or try to. I don't even know if that's possible anymore. Um, I can either try to get my GED, or I don't think I'm finishing high school. So that's the simplest way I'm going to put it, because I have literally failed all of my life up to this point, and I don't think I have a choice now except to get my GED, um, because I missed so much school that it's ridiculous. I barely know my freaking multiplication tables. Okay, I am not a smart kid, so the fact that everyone keeps pushing me to get straight A's and be perfect sucks. To put it in perspective. Um, so so pretty much I'm over here trying to piece everything together, trying to make all things right. So I either have a choice to pretty much get my GED, or I just don't, and I spend pretty much the rest of my life being broke, um, um, having no money and stuff. And I don't want to be on the streets. I definitely don't, and I don't have a problem with working. My problem is that I don't know what I'm doing, and I have begged and begged. I've made hundreds of videos, and I have talked about this problem so many times that by now you would think that someone would someone that knew me, someone that watched one of my videos would see it. And on top of that, I've even talked to people personally about it, and no one has an answer. And what I'm sick of hearing is that, oh, you just have to wait, have patience for God's timing and stuff. And I've waited, but I feel like if I wait any longer and have more patience, that all that's going to happen is I'm going to end up on these streets with nothing. So my situation here is like I really don't know what to do. I wish my parents would help me, but my mom just doesn't even pay any attention to me. She leaves whenever she feels like it and doesn't tell me. Just takes my card sometimes, my debit card with her. My parents constantly are sharing money back and forth, and I've missed so much school, and have lost so much control of my over my life, that I'm completely literally stuck in this storm, and I'm like standing in the middle of a tornado that I can't stop, that nothing can change about it, and it's just starting to get absolutely ridiculous. And so I want to get my GED. I want to get a job, but for one, I want to have a permit so I can at least start driving my car, which I'm still waiting for. By the way, I'm still waiting for one of my parents, or my dad specifically, who's never home, to take me over to the BMV, because well, he's the only one who, conveniently enough, he's the only one who has a social security card, and he needs it. And not only do they need mine, but they need his and his birth certificate number, which I spent like 2 years ago. I spent so much time getting that stuff. I literally went to Oregon, not for this sole reason, to visit my family as well, but we went to Oregon to get my birth certificate, because our printing machine upstairs didn't work. I spent days trying to figure out the stupid printing machine so I could try to print out my birth certificate, which we bought twice, by the way. So we spent another, what, $110, 60 plus 40? No, $100. What am I saying? We spent $100 just trying to get 40 on a digital version that was supposed to print out, and then 60, or not 60, maybe like 30. I don't remember the exact number. But then whenever we got to Oregon, we spent more money to finally get that set out on my birth certificate. And I had to get a bunch of stuff set up. I had to make sure I had a debit card, which at this point it's barely even my debit card anymore, because my mom just constantly takes it because she doesn't have her own Chase card, and my dad has to send money to my card for her to use it. It's complicated. It's annoying. Um, so yeah. So I want to get my GED. Um, but at the same time, what I'm worried about right now is, am I even going to be smart enough to do that? Like I can literally barely hold my own in school, let alone taking a super stressful test where I have to get most of the stuff right. On top of that, I want to go to college, but
How is that even going to be possible? Is it going to even be possible? And I'm trying and trying and trying and trying to figure something out, and and figure. I don't want to end up working at McDonald's because I had no choice in life. I just it's stressful. I want my license so I can actually drive around places to get to work, so I can actually get paid, and from getting paid, I can actually worry about learning. I'm going off track here, but if I get paid, I might be able to fix my car. Actually, in fact, I have to fix my car before I get a job because I need to get my permit and my license, and I believe you have to bring a car in order to do that. And my parents probably don't trust me with theirs because they never trust me with anything. Um, so yeah, I'm really stressed out. Um, I decided to start making this video because I did not know any other way to get this off my chest. And that's why I make videos like this. It's just because I just like to talk. I like to calm down, not stress over everything, but sometimes I stress inherently. And I look, trust me, I already worry enough about myself. I don't need I don't need 50 other people telling me what I'm doing wrong. And it is becoming a real stressful apparent point. And I know it may seem like I'm doing just fine because of all the stuff I have, but it's not. I've said this on multiple videos, and I will continue to say it, and I will never stop saying it. I do not care what stuff I have if my family isn't there for me. If people that I care about aren't there for me, I don't care whether I have a PlayStation or an Xbox or a guitar or all of this cool stuff I have if I'm it's literally just me secluding myself in my room and doing nothing else. And my parents want me to come out and talk to them, but the reason I don't is because every time I do, they always call me out on my problems. If
Did you take the dog potty and take the garbage out?
yes, I did.
She went potty?
Yes,
And the garbage is out from
yes,
the
I'm
house?
streaming. Yes, the garbage. I actually have to go grab the garbage real quick. Let me
Oh,
do
I
that.
got you Dr. Pepper. I'll get that
Thank
done.
you. I have to go grab it. Give me a second, guys. I have to go take out the trash real quick. Or take it out to the front yard. I'll be right back.
All right, just real quick, I guess. To man, it probably seems like I'm the worst guy on the planet. Yeah. I need to. I. I love my parents to death. I gotta stop ranting about it. It hurts so much to see my mom constantly talking to herself like she's like literally going insane. No joke. On top of that, her bones are deteriorating apparently, so that doesn't help either. Or at least that's what I was told. Sometimes my parents lie directly to my face. That doesn't help either with their cause. Um, I love them to death, and I'm just really sick of seeing my dad's health slowly deteriorate, his anger go up, my mom, her depression continue, her body slowly deteriorating too, and it's just they're both like my dad is probably close. My dad's not healthy. His body, he needs to start working out or something, starting to get his body out so he doesn't die early. He's getting so big and he's getting so depressed and has literally and has no one except for me and my and mom. But mom, they won't be there for him, so I'm really the only one. And I wish my parents would see that. And as much as I want to spend time with them, and as much as I want to really get to know my parents, the problem is they just really can't help but see my flaws, and that's literally everyone I've known. I just want someone for once to talk to me without having to ask me stupid questions like, oh, how's like for instance, I'm homeschooled, so like I don't need to hear how is my day, or like, and it's not even the worst. That's obviously not the worst that it gets. That's a fine question. I should be able to answer that just fine. But like, I'm literally homeschooled, and there's literally nothing I do except sit in this room because I'm so depressed. And sometimes it's just like my dad already knows that. So like he asks like, how was your day, almost like rhetorically, and I'm just like, are you serious right now? I literally, if people were here more often and they didn't leave without notice, I would go with him and I would go outside and go meet people and stuff. But I can't look people in the face anymore because I feel literally like a walking failure. Everything in my life has literally, I feel like I've literally led to nothing. And I'm just going to be cast away and tossed aside like any other person. I literally won't even finish high school, and I feel like total garbage. I just feel like I'm the worst person on the planet, and I can't shake the feeling of what of that I'm doing something wrong, and I just don't know what to do. I keep praying and praying and praying about it, and it takes more than that too. It takes some effort from me, but I'm looking around and I'm looking for jobs and I'm looking for all this stuff, and I am so stressed. I literally do this YouTube channel because it's fun to hang out with the people. It's the most important part. But on top of that, I seriously need money, and I don't get anything from this channel. But I'm hoping to God that it grows, and I know that that's such a small chance in the world. But I feel like it's like one of the few things I even have left. If I had any other choice, I would do it. I'm looking for work, but there's literally nothing in here that's close enough for me to bike to because I don't have my permits. I can't literally bike on the highway just to get to my work, just to get killed in the middle of trying to get to work. That's literally impossible. It's so stupid. I've got this massive highway with no sidewalk or nowhere to bike on. That's literally all I have as a vehicle. It's nothing. I have nothing else as a vehicle. I've tried every place near me, and literally I've always been tossed aside and taken and replaced by someone else, and it's so stupid. The one chance I had at getting a job, even if it was at McDonald's, that was the job I was going to get, and the one chance I had, I screwed it up because I did not have the proper freaking paperwork, and I am literally feeling like the worst
kid on the planet right now. I do not know what to do. And I'm begging for someone to come encourage me or help me, but it's just, I got you guys on the YouTube channel. That's pretty much all I got right now, and it means the world to me that you guys watch these videos. If you're watching it now or later, Carlton, if you're still watching, it means the world to me that you watch these videos, dude. It really does, because literally I don't feel like I'm worth the caring. And I'm glad people do, but it's literally, you look at the numbers. 80 people are subscribed to Havoc Entertainment. 12 of those people are subscribed to Christian Entertainment, so 12 of those people care about the Christian side of things. 80 of those people care about the video game side of these things, but 4 people care about me. In fact, not even 4, 2, because 2 of those accounts are mine. So the stats don't lie. Like, it's literally, I really don't. Well, I understand it. For one, I know people don't want to hear my crap. For two, I know people get depressed super easily, so they want to come to YouTube to have fun and stuff. And I completely understand that. This is the reason why I created this channel. Like I said, was a stress reliever, so I don't do something worse. Thanks, man. I hope things get better too, dude. I just do not know what to do, and I'm just hoping that something good happens. But it's looking like good is so far away right now. Like, it's literally just looking like everything is down for me, and I can't escape it. Of course, it's not like the disciples had it good. It's not like Job had it good. So I know there's people who've lived that have had it far worse than me, and that's always what I gotta keep going through my head. Otherwise, I lose sight of myself. And it's so easy for me to lose sight of myself. I'm just really struggling right now with life, and I'm stuck in a box that I can't seem to escape, and I want to go to college. I just want to be normal like any other kid, but I'm not. So it's like, what do I do? I go for the extraordinary, like I'm used to doing. So that's why I do the YouTube channel. That's why I do the guitar. I go for the extraordinary because that's what my life is. I've got no other choice but to go all out, or it's all or nothing for me. It's literally, you have this choice. You can go for it, or you can't, or you don't. And that's literally how my whole life's been. There's no middle ground and stuff between a choice. It's just life or death. As soon as I started, literally, as soon as I was born, I had a lung collapse, and I survived through it. Just to be thrown into this life that I cannot control at all. And I'm not a control freak. I don't want control over everything. I literally just want like control over the normal parts of my life, and I don't. So sorry if you guys hear my dog barking in the background. She's probably barking at cats, but things are just getting ridiculous, and I'm feeling probably weaker than ever. So I make these videos, like I said, I just make these videos to just talk, and I'm glad there's at least 2 people on the channel that actually care enough to watch these videos, so good on you guys, or I shouldn't say that, just thank you guys, is probably what I should say. So, yeah, it's funny, because literally it says I have 4 subscribers on this channel, but 2 of those subscribers are me, so, because you get Havoc Entertainment, Christian Entertainment, they're both subscribed to this channel. I use my channels all interconnectedly and stuff. It's funny, I think one of my channels I lied about my age, but the other ones are fine, I believe. No. Okay, so this one was my original Google account, by the way, guys. So this is where we get to the part of the stream that's not as depressing. But this, by the way, this is just fun little information. This was actually my original Google account, and this was before I ever created a YouTube channel. I just recently turned it into a YouTube channel, though. there's also a ton of videos on this channel, guys, that I never quite I never quite release. There's a lot of like private video ideas you guys don't see because sometimes to save videos, what I would do is I would upload them to YouTube so I can save them off of YouTube and change them from device to device. That's how I would transfer them from like a PC to a phone or a phone to a PC, for instance. Or not really a PC, more like a laptop, like a small, really terrible laptop. Just give me a minute while I put this on my coat rack. I'll be right back. But I'm still standing right here. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. So yeah, this is like my original Google account. I got a ton of video ideas that I never really quite got into the sunlight, so they're all on this channel, but just hidden. I believe I even have footage. No, that's Unhappy Entertainment. I have footage of a freaking country concert that I went to that I'm eventually gonna edit and upload. Just because that's my favorite band and that's what I had the most. I had a ton of fun there. I got a shirt too, but I don't believe it's clean yet. No, it is. It's just somewhere in my closet. I don't exactly want to dig it out right now. My closet's looking better, by the way, guys. So last time you guys saw my closet was like in the skit that I made, where I jumped in it like 3 separate times. Literally just because I thought it'd be funny. It didn't have to make any sense. I just thought it would. The fact that it made no sense would probably make it funny. A lot of people just did not like the video. Some people did. For the people that got it, they did. Some of this was just stupid video game stuff. Just stupid like ideas I had that were just like. Honestly, if you want to know what game I was parodying most in the first part of that, and I plan on making more parts, but I was parodying Destiny for sure. Even one of the names of the characters I kept as the same as Destiny because I was screwing around with the game just because it was. I hate looter shooters sometimes. Sometimes they can be so fun, but other times they can hurt so bad. Yeah, sorry, I gotta read your comment. It went by so fast. Give me a minute. Okay, well, I read most of it, so I should be fine. I just can't pull it up right now for whatever reason. Well, otherwise, unless I shut off the stream, and I don't want to do that, so. But yeah, I'm not gonna lose hope, and I don't think being sad is a bad thing. I just think that doing it too often, it makes me. I don't want to seem prideful, Jack A. I don't want to seem like because I have bangs and I'm constantly brushing over my hair just because I'm trying to get it out of my face or just because I'm constantly talking about myself. Sometimes I feel like I'm literally just becoming. Like you guys, a lot of people never met me before. Like before I met a lot of the people I know recently. I was actually a douche. As a kid, I grew up strongly Baptist. Nothing really. I didn't really disagree with anything the Baptist said. That started to change slowly growing up. From there, my brothers got into drugs and stuff. I started running completely away from God, from everything, and then I came back to God more recently, and I don't necessarily agree with all the things I'm about to say, or even anything, or a lot of things the liberals say. I literally, to put it simply, and because I believe this is like, I'm not going to say my choice is the right choice, I'm just going to say that I try to follow God to the best of my ability, to follow everything the Bible says, and I try to stack it up against what pastors say, because you're supposed to listen to pastors too. God appointed them for a reason, but God should always be your number one authority. I try to just listen to the Bible straight up, not listen to what people try to give me as packets and stuff, not listen to because I don't, there's things that on both sides that I feel like are wrong, and I just don't necessarily agree with, and so I try to stay as close to God as possible, even if I fail all the time at it. But yeah, and then yeah, man. So I guess I'm gonna play a song. This is my next cover that I plan on doing. I've already pretty much gotten done my songs. Actually, not really. I need to practice some more. And I would have uploaded some stuff, but I didn't have a chance because my internet went down. I'm using my phone to record this. It's probably gonna sound so terrible. This mic is not good, so I'm only gonna play a verse because I plan on releasing this after a couple more of my my songs, acoustic versions. Savior, I come, I cry in my soul. Remember, redemption's hill, your blood was spilled for my ransom. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and everything I once held dear, I count it all as lost. Lead me to the cross where your love poured out, and bring me to my knees, Lord, and lay me down. Rid me of myself, I belong to you, so lead me to the cross. Yeah, and I would normally go into a completely different chord progression and play the second verse, but I just wanted to end that really quickly. So that's pretty much the next song I plan on doing as a cover. But obviously it's going to be much more refined whenever I upload it. So that's that. But yeah. Other than that, I don't really plan on making anything more than screen pressing. I probably will do it for like another 10-15 minutes, then I'm probably gonna shut it off. Yeah, I know. That's something that I don't take that offensively. Like I said, I take that as not aggressive is not the word. I was gonna say something. I don't know the words I used for it before, but I take that it's just fine. I take it just fine. You're just telling me what I should do. Trust me, I take that way better than someone lying to my face and telling me that I'm way better than I actually am. You know. Yeah, yeah, I wasn't really singing too high there. I mean, the only time in that song that I really sing high, um, is whenever you go, lead me. So I can't, and I'm not great at singing high. I honestly need to practice it more before I actually really get good at it. And honestly, maybe maybe vocals don't even work that way, so I may never get good at it. You know. So I know what it's like definitely that I should sing lower, and I try to. Trust me, but I think that the main problem is the way I hear myself is different than the way you guys hear me. So while everything to me is vibrating on through bone conduction on the level that you guys don't hear, to me it sounds much better than how you guys hear it. On top of that, this is a terrible mic, so it's not exactly the best. So on top of that, I'll probably just like I normally do. I don't know if you could tell, but I was still literally just the last cover I uploaded. What was the song called? Good Fight by Unspoken. I literally sang that one two keys down and still super high. So
I don't know. I might re-upload it, but I'm just not feeling like it right now mostly. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it up. So yeah. I was still singing that Two Keys Down. It was still super high. That one, you mostly whenever you're singing super high whenever it gets whenever you sing Lead Me, like in the, I don't know, I guess you would technically call it the bridge, maybe the pre-chorus, but you sing that super high pitched, and it strains the crud out of my voice. So whenever if I feel like if you guys feel like I'm straining my voice, also just make sure you let me know in the comments, um, or even just dislike the video. Normally that's a pretty good way to get me to honestly, letting me know in the comments would probably be a better option because I don't like having many dislikes. So just if you ever feel like I need to redo something, just let me know because I want to redo it. I don't want to like leave you guys with crap just because I felt like it randomly one night. And I feel like that's a lot of the time that's actually what I do, just because I'm exhausted and I've already spent so much time on something. Even if something is total crud, you can still spend a ton of time on it and a ton of time working on it, it will still sound terrible. So, if like I said, if it's ever terrible, just let me know. That's the next song I plan on doing. Let me know. Did that sound a little too high to you? I just want to know because I want to make sure that I upload it properly. Just real quick, I want to know because I really don't want to upload it terribly. So yeah, no, but I know that singing my bass notes is normally where I find where my voice shines. My voice is literally just pretty much directly in the middle of the spectrum of from C2 to C5. So it's like what, like yeah, like I've said this before, like 2, 3, 4. So like in between 3 and 4, I would assume. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Yeah. So it should be good as long as I'll hear it for myself. Um, whenever I sing, lead me, like, but I have to sing that way higher, so I'll hear it in the recording myself. Normally that mic is extremely good, so it's also super. It takes so much. It's like a super nice mic to the point like where you could drop it on the ground. It would be just fine. I wouldn't recommend it, but it would be fine. It's like military grade like metal and stuff. So it's really cool. It's cool because it's normally like $100 mic I got for $30, so I like it. And it was a Black Friday sale, by the way, so that's why it was so cheap. Um, but yeah, and then I don't know if I've showed you guys this yet, but so my mom just randomly out of the middle of nowhere got me this like mic that says Konami on it. Oh yeah, it's backwards for you guys. I forgot that's how this camera works. But I I saw that. I was like, the first thing that came to mind. I don't even know if you know what this is, but this is called the Konami code. It's like a cheat code that has been across pretty much every Konami game since they first started it back in, I don't even remember what year, but it's like the most famous cheat code of all time. And you input it in different games, and it gives you different stuff depending on the game. So yeah, so that's just an interesting little fact. That's the immediate thing I thought of. And then I thought it was gonna be trash mic because it looks like it's total trash, but it actually sounds pretty decent. Also, whenever my nephews come over, that's their mic. Like I have my professional mic that I use, but since that one sounds good too, I let them use that one to hear themselves through the amplifier. And so they they think that they sound so cool and stuff. They love screaming into it and stuff. And I love my nephews and my nieces so much. So it's always really cool to see them screw around and stuff and have fun with it. I don't know if you just put something in the chat. I gotta go check real quick. Oh shit. Dude, my phone is overheating so bad right now. No, I don't want to. Dude, why is this interface gotta be so annoying? Like, it could be so much better. And it's over here, like, oh my word. Alright, about, like, probably, I don't know, 3 more minutes, I'm gonna shut off the stream. So, if you want to ask anything, feel free to. But, I guess for now, I'll just find something to talk about. Oh yeah, I don't think I told a story about my glasses yet. It's just another random stupid story that I just decided to tell because it's the first thing that came to my mind. So apparently I have an